Hello and welcome to the Blue Tweezers channel. Myself, Alan, from the channel, and we're continuing our solo playthrough of GMT's Comanchería by Joel Topham. Hopefully, you've been following me in the previous sessions. If not, they're recorded on the channel, of course. But we're continuing on here. We are still in the second history period, and facing some real issues here. As per usual on my live streams, if somebody in the chat can just let us know you can hear us and see the screen, etc., that would be most appreciated. Okay, so let's crack on with what we were doing here. We'd just done a passage of time, and now we're on to new operations. We do have a couple of wars facing us. We have the South War here, which has already done us some serious damage at Rancheria D, where it leapt forward, moving 3 times in a turn. And we've got the West Spanish, the yellow, which has gone on a maximum size 8 army. And that's heading for us now as well, and that was due to this card that came up in the development deck, Juan Bautista de Anza, who's got it in for us. That actual card can be played to end a West wall column from play, so we do have a way out for this one. It would involve us doing a planning to do that. I don't think we quite need to do it yet. One thing I do want to do, though, is I do want to do a culture, because we are rather low here. We're down to 2, and all it needs is for some enemy instruction to flip onto a culture and activate, and that will be the end of the game. So in our operations phase, the first thing, of course, we have to do is the wall column. Let's get our wall cards on the screen, and also our draw cup. Let's pop those in to vision, and let's discard this wall column card, pull a new one for movement. So West doesn't move, South does though. So he's heading for D again, so we'll certainly move to there. We then need to roll. This will reduce because he's on an 8. This will have to roll. The South will have to roll on. A 4 he doesn't reduce. We had this last time. We rolled lots of 6s to keep it going. But anyway, let's. I'm just going to send some messages about, as I normally do, and see if we can let everybody know that's what we're doing. And, give me a second here. And sorry, just bear with me a moment. Just trying to manage to get another one out. So just to the GMT group in Consim World. Okay, that should do us. Sorry about the delay there, the pause. Just make sure everybody knows it's all happening. Right. Sorry. Back to normal. As you know, I just need to. Whoops, that's not the right screen. Where are we? There we go. Right. Okay. As we were. So, yeah, looking at those wall columns. So south didn't reduce. We get rid of that discard and we pull out an event. Countermeasures. Successful ambush. After a bandage mark is finished in a war space, spend 2 APs to end war with that enemy column. Unfortunately, he's still with a tribe. Can't really use that on these. Anyway, I was going to do a culture, so I'll stick to my plan. We do culture operation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas with rancherias in, plus 1, the Upper Arkansas, it's in our control. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 points. Takes us up to 7, which is a lot more healthy. And then we do our cleanup phase, move the operations marker up. Let's pull out, there's nobody with a finished band, so we just pull out a chit. 2 enemy APs from somewhere. There's 2 stored as well. So let's see who that is. It's number 2, which is north, and they flip number 1. Oh, that ally would have been nice. We get a raid instead, and that's just for 2. So, okay. We will return to that cup. The raid comes out, and let's just check exactly where that's going to go. Should be nearest tribe, I think. Let's have a look. Raid. Okay. So who's nearest? There's 2 which are equally close to B. There's this guy here which is equally close to C. But we've got this guy here which is right next door. So we need to do the raid on here and get a wall column for the raid. Increase the strength to 2 and a heap more problems. Okay, and then the next one they can do is a hunt, which they can use 2 APs on, those 2 stored. So where's the hunt going to be? Hunt's going to be in area 5, which is the Brazos, Colorado area, and yeah, highest die roll symbol. Oh no, territory, remove 1 randomly. So we got 1 in 3, 1 in 5, 1 in 1. So if we go 2, 4, 6 upwards on that number, 2, so it'll be this guy gets hunted out. Okay, and let's move these guys up. And that's the enemy instruction display. However, we've now got somebody right next door on the wall column. So next is the wall column phase. So let's discard this. Let's see who's moving. Everybody's moving. Well, great stuff. When revealed, wide open. Decrease the strength of the highest strength wall column by 2. No, sorry, that's the war event. We don't do that. Yeah, it'd be nice to have got that. We just get the movement. So movement, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3. So this guy's coming this way, and he will decrease because he's greater than 6. This chap will come Well, he could come either way. So 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6 here. Let's see that. 1, 2, 3 this way. He goes that way. Roll for his strength. Oh, another 4. Okay, and here this guy moves straight in. Lovely. And roll for him. 6. Of course, he doesn't reduce. Right. Well, we've got a fight on our hands. So we are in Comanchería D, so we can either surrender and lose 2 military points. We only have 1. We lose a military point anyway to fight a battle, and but we do have some resources here at least. So we can bring out a band, a 3-band with the Mahimiana, with some guns and some horses. So that's a pretty potent combination here. He's unfinished, so that's 3 plus 1 for the Mahimiana, plus 1 for the horses. So 3, 4, 5, and he's a -0. So we don't need to use the guns. We can just roll and add 5, and we're going to get a 6 or more. So this is actually going to be very brief. Let's roll a 4 plus 5 is 9. That's a success. So this decreases strength. We do another round of battle, and we've got the same result here. 4 plus 5, 9. That's that now deletes because we've got rid of it, and that raid goes back down there. So we survived that fairly straightforwardly, even without the guns. So, you know, when with small armies, war columns, we can do things here. I don't think I get any benefits from that. I'll just check, but I'm pretty sure I don't. And battles, if we win the battle, oh yeah, the Mahimiana gets +1. It's only right, isn't it? So I think he's seen off a war column. Right, next, that's the war column phase done. So we're on to our operations now. So we can do the planning, which allows us to grab this card to end the West War at least. So let's do that. Let's do planning. It's a bit early, got no successes, but I think this is really imperative to do this. Otherwise, Comanchería A, which has nobody in it, is going to get crushed, and we will lose massive amounts of military points. Okay, so planning. We have no Mahimianas with a success, so we skip all of that. We just go down to the Paraibos doing actions. So should we do first? Let's do B first, which we are definitely going to roll. Hopefully we won't get we get a 1. Really? A 1? Okay, gets 1 action. So with 1 action, he is going to use an AP to buy that card. That's going to go with us there. And oh, I forgot. We should have just been doing west, shouldn't we? It shouldn't have been north doing that. It's a bit difficult to get back now. I'll live with it. What, that would have been a peace marker which would have flipped. Let's just have a quick look. Which would have been a war, which would have been another move. Okay. Yeah, I'll live with it. I'll live with it. We could send it back to what rewind it back, but actually we could do. It's not that difficult really, because the raid didn't do anything. Yeah. Oh, actually, that war wouldn't have happened. Yeah. Let's do this properly, shall we? Let's wind it back, because that previous instruction would have been wrong. So we put the north back as it was. We would have flipped. That raid wouldn't have flipped. That would have flipped and become a war, but we only had 4 points, so which we couldn't spend, so that would go there, and that would end up at the bottom. There. That's what we would have ended up with. So we have wound back, and so we can, we can carry on. But we're doing our planning, of course. So it's 1 AP to buy that card, and then I think, and I can play from hand anytime when it's relevant. I think I can do it. It's passage of time, I can't play it. So I'll play that card, and let's just make sure I'm reading it right. Place any face-up west piece instruction into the west square enemy space and remove any west wall column for play. Yes. So discard that card. That deletes. That goes back to the instruction. And we have a piece marker here, which we then place. That'll do. That's relieved some of the pressure. And one thing I forgot to do is we need to put the bison back here, don't we? Because that was the hunt, which was the second north activation. Right. Okay. Who else? So A will just take 1 headman action, because we're likely to get none if we try and roll. So with one there, what do we do? Oh, actually, yeah, that was not a smart move with B. Never mind. Actually, I'll do D first. Reduce him by 1 and give us an AP. And then the 2 other headman actions, I am going to convert 2 culture points to military points to make us look a bit healthier. That's all our headman actions. Did I have a special one? Oh yeah, it's the politics, isn't it? Yeah, step 7. It's not yet. It's when we can move, I can make somebody move. I don't think any of the others. Oh, I've done my usual and moved the entire stack rather than just the one. When I put this one on, yeah. So let's pause with that. Okay. Anybody's got a 0? No. No bans are finished, so nobody reduces. Now we can move. So let's do that politics before I forget. And what shall we do? It would be good to start to free up some of these, but it's it's a bit tricky because we don't want to get anything into Upper Arkansas because we got control. We could move this guy. We've still got that guy to deal with. We could move these, but they could only ever go to Upper Arkansas, which is no good. So I think the only one that's probably worth moving is this one here. Yeah. Okay. Do I remove any bison? So that bison goes. That's our politics. Now, where do we want to move? So D has a move of, 6. So we can head... Oh, that's interesting. We could head, say, 1, 2, 3 to here. So we're still in Brazos, Colorado, but we're a long way from the south wall column. With B has a move of 5. I think we may just move up to here. C is a move of 4. Ooh. Would be nice to move there, but oh, I know. Could we move B this way? Oh, that makes them vulnerable to the south. 1, 2, 3, 4 moves away. This is 6 moves away. C, A can't move. C, I might leave where it is. That'd be nice to next to this guy. Now, you know what I'll do? B is here. I'm going to move B to there. Then I'm going to move C here, I think. So we could raid these guys. That guy could raid that chap, and we could really clear up here. This does make this guy vulnerable. 1, 2, 3, 4. B's not bad. Yeah, he's got another 3 factor banned. So yeah, we'll leave it like that. And they get a free instruction. So who gets the free instruction? 3 is West. And what do they flip? They flip number 6. They don't have a number 6. So they get a free instruction, which is a war. So we are at peace at the moment. So when we pull out a war instruction, yeah. So we pull the war across. That pulls off the piece, which goes there, and then this moves around. Okay, so that's the free instruction. And now we move up the operation and then do cleanup. So with cleanup, no finish bans still. Flip this up, 4 enemy AP. No successes coming out here. So who's for the 4? It is West, and what do they flip? They flip number 6. So that war 6 flips over. That's nice. Oh, it's culture. That's just as bad. Okay, and look what comes up immediately is settle. That's yeah. They're gonna pop a settlement down here and makes their culture even more powerful. That's very worrying. They've got 4. It's going to be 5 culture for a culture attack. Oh, and look what's coming next. How many? We have 4. We have 8. That costs us 3. So that goes up to 5, and the culture attack happens immediately, and that costs us 5. Bang! Our culture points all gone. Wow. Ooh, okay. And next we bring these guys back around again. And it's starting to get really tough here, isn't it? Starting to get real tough. That's the end of that operation. So the next operation, we've got a war column to deal with. Discard that. Let's see the movement. South does move. Nearest is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. He goes north. 4, 5, 6 goes south. So he comes down here. We roll for strength. It's still quite happy. We have no other war columns. Let's discard and get an event. And the event is higher stakes. At the end of this turn's operation cleanup phase, if there is at least one war column in play, -1 military point. If there is 0, +1 military point. Oh. Could we get rid of this guy? We do have Lords of the Plains 2. 2 MPs, 1 in the same place as a war column. Can we get there from D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to move out. If D, does D have? D has a 1, 6. He'd have to take all the horses though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to reduce by 2. Oh, he can only do 2, can't he? Can he do more than one harass? I don't see why not. Okay, yeah. All right, we may be able to do something about it. Have we got anything that helps us in our hand? No, just the quality mounts. Okay, that gives us something to aim for anyway. So in our operations, we're certainly going to activate Rancheria D. We can only use 2 bands, so Rancheria D is Rancheria D. Does he want to do very much else? Just do some bison, I suppose. We could send the 2-factor with the Mahimiana 1, 2. One, 2, and then raid. Yes, okay. So the 1, 6. Oh no, we can't without the horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 1 MP at 8. Actually, we could do it with quality mounts. So yeah, let's send 1 horse with the 1, 6. Let's get the 2-factor here. Oh, no, we'll send the 3, won't we? Will the 3 be good enough? 1, 2, raid. 3. No, we'll use the 2. We'll use the 2 as the second band. So this band can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. It only reduces by 1. Could we do it twice then, maybe? Send 2 bands to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd love not to get an extra military point. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then, do we roll the quality mounts immediately? Yeah. Band finished. And roll. He's fine. Okay, now we have these guys. Yeah, it's going to be tougher, isn't it? Send those guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gets rid of the war column. Eight. And that's 3 over. So this could lose us our quality mounts. And it does, damn. Yeah, equal to... maybe it wasn't worth it. And we discard that card. Very annoying. That flips. And that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So we did get rid of the wall. We all all over the place as far as deployment goes. But let's do the cleanup. There are no finished bands in rancherias. There is, let's pull out an instruction. Oh, 4 enemy APs again. Wow. Who is it this time? It is 5, which is south. And they flip number 5. Always have to get rid of a culture. They have 5 points and they can use subjugation. So subjugation, where would that be? Subjugation would be this chap, he's closest. And that would use up that AP marker. And these would all shuffle up. Okay, so we got to the wall column phase. Oh, end of operation cleanup phase. There is no wall columns in play, +1 military point. Probably not worth it, but the combination of getting rid of that wall column and getting a military point rather than losing one, I think it's probably worth it. Okay, so there are no wall columns, we discard that. So we skip the wall column phase, we're up to operations. I did not move that operation marker up, so we're on the 4th operation here. What can we do now? Activate B. Yeah, let's activate B. So I could activate just one and get a whole load of APs. Could get 3 APs out of not actually using the second warband. That's a thought. Yes, we got the Mahimiana here and horse here to go raiding. So let's do that. We'll move 1. Raid for 2. We pull out 3. Do we get a 4th? No, the Mahimiana's only a 1, so no chance. It's only 3 markers. Hope it's nice to us now, after all these 4 APs. Markers being pulled in the cleanup phase. 2 successes and a 3. Well, yeah, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Well done, B. We get 2 captives, I think. And a ravage marker. That was 2. 3. We can raid again. Certainly. We'll raid again. So 3 markers. Do we get a 4th? No, we don't. Just 3 markers. Flip them over. We do get a success, but there's a load of APs there. Well, that was always the chance, wasn't it? Always a chance for that to happen. And so that's 10. That's 11 APs. Oh, gonna regret this probably. We get another success, so we get another captive and another ravage marker. Now, let's see. Or you could just go back for 4, I think. Yeah. Back into B. Flip band. Okay. And that's the end of our operation. Do we want to use an AP? Oh, yes. No, we've got this guy as well. So I'm going to finish him anyway. Okay. But then I am going to use... Yeah, so he'll earn, what, 3 APs? 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to use 2 APs to activate this flipped guy here. Or should it... Yeah, I'll use 1, actually, to activate this chap. So I'm quite happy. Might leave him out just to maybe build another rancheria. And he can move 6. So I'm going to send him all the way back up to A, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he ends up in A. Because I haven't got anybody there. Yeah. That's a good move. Right. So we'll do our operational cleanup. We need to roll for operations now. Might be passage of time. No. And operational cleanup, we unstack. Loads of captives. B's doing very, very well. And we unstack here as well. So flipped bands in rancherias. A, we have 1, so we roll against that. And of course they get a free instruction. Gosh. Like they really need it. Okay, who's it going to be? It's going to be North, and they're going to flip number 4. The ally, lovely. They get a free ally. Oh, okay. I could take an ally. Which ally could it be? Well, actually, this guy is very useful because he's in the way of the south. That would be very useful for you to use him as an ally. I'm certainly going to, going to use him for the ally. That's a free instruction. So now we need to roll for Rancheria B, which has 2. No, and nobody else has any flip bands. So we take an instruction, a success check. 4 enemy APs. I'm just wondering, can we affect this? Could we use tactical advantage here? During step 1. So I've already pulled the chits, and no. I could use counting coup. Could use counting. Yeah, go on, because there's just too many APs. So let's discard counting coup and put that back in the cup, and let's draw again. Oh, well, look at that. Hethwill, hi. Sorry, wasn't concentrating on the chat. Nice to see you. Enjoyed the unboxing you did. But we've got so many APs. I only did a couple of raids, guys. Bloody hell. All right. So who's it going to be? It's going to be North. Well, that could be. Actually, he's going to get rid of all the ravage counters, isn't it? Yes. Well, it could be worse. It could be worse. 5. Number 5 flips. So we have 4, 8, 8 and 6, 14, 15 enemy APs. So let's start with the hunt, which is going to be a recover against that tribe there. So 4, 5 or 6, it doesn't happen. A 1, of course it happens. Great. No, that stays there. Let's leave that, put that up there. Next, we have a raid, which becomes a recover. 4, 5 or 6, cross your fingers. Of course not. Jeez, it's the game's really not doing its worst for me now. Next, we have ally 5. Oh, okay, that's all right. So we can take another ally. I think probably that one is a nice ally. yeah, again, could get in the way of armies. And that costs 5, so let's return those to the draw cup. Put that AP marker up there. Next we have an encroach for 5. We certainly can do an encroach. So encroach is building another tribe. Roll dice, see where it goes. Hopefully it's not a 1. It's a 4 for you. 4. Oh, yeah, the one I'm attempting to clear. Brilliant. My choice. Okay. My choice. And I think my choice will be here. Because then maybe with politics I can shift him out of the way. That bison goes. And that's 5. So actually that chews up the enemy APs quite nicely. So still not a great turn though. Oh, not that I think so anyway. Okay, right. So that's the end of that. We're back to a new operation. No wall columns. And we could do a planning with all those successes. Lose a lot of bands though. We could just go for passage of time, but we'd lose the successes. We could do a culture because we have 0 culture points. Okay, yeah, there's decision made there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 culture points. Definitely doing culture. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to get chucked out of the game. Don't have a lot of choice. Okay, so we need to roll against operations. A 4. Yep, so we must do passage of time. Okay, and we have finished bands. We have 1 in A. Nope. We have 2 in B. Nope, so no activation there. And we have our chit to 4 enemy APs. Just about every single time we pulled chit this session. 4 enemy APs. Who's it going to be? It's going to be North again. And they're going to flip number 1. So that's a hunt. They have 5, so they can only do the hunt. That'll go up. And that goes there. And whereabouts? Number 2. Number 2 here, there are no bison. Just check what happens there. Something special happens there. A hunt with no bison. Okay, you start with the next high dice roll. So you go from number 2 to number 3. Number 3 here, there is a bison. And we determine randomly, don't we? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for these 2. 3, so that guy goes. So the bison are starting to get a little bit thin on the ground here. Due partially to my own fault, of course, using them. That's the end of the instructions. That's the end of the operation. So now there is no wall column phase, so we now have to do passage of time, I'm afraid. Well, it's not terrible, but I'd rather lose all those successes. What was it? 3 of them. Well, okay. Everybody's unfinished. That's the positive side. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Resource counters create new bands. So we don't have a lot of resource counters in a lot of places. D, we have 2 there. 2 food. So we could get a 2 band. So let's do that. We haven't got any resources in A or C. It's just B. We could use 2 food there to create another. Oh, we've run out of 2s. We'll create create a 1. And we'll also use a captive to create another 1. So it costs 2 to create the second inner rancheria. So those go to out of play. Right. That's all the building you need to do. Do you want to place a new rancheria? Yeah, why not? Let's place. He's surrounded by, well, not quite surrounded by allies, but let's go with it. More culture, more culture. So that's our 5th. That's we're on max for rancherias. I'm not sure. I haven't played the game a huge amount, but I don't think I've ever got to that many rancherias. So he's a 2. He's a 0. Yeah, and there we go. That's it. Right. Okay. Are we going to retire anybody? I don't really want to retire this guy because his replacement will be pretty useless, and we're going to lose all the success there anyway. So I'm going to keep him. I know it's a bit risky. Could retire here. Could retire here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. On the 1s, it doesn't matter. So let's do that. Headman death check. So the new guy here is a 2. Was a 1. So he becomes a 1. Okay. This one's immune. This guy's already a 1. It's a 3, so he stays as he is. This guy's a 5. Could really do with a 6 here. A 2 drops to a 2. Okay, and the last one, he's immune. Well, it was better than moving the Mahimiana anyway, I think. So we've got 3 zeros here. We get 2 dice each because we have spirituality. Gives us 2 dice rolls for each headman roll. 3 actually. 3. So let's do E first. That's a 5, which will be a 2. And a 6. He's a 3. Well, okay. Something's looking up. In D, we have a 5 and a 2. So he's a 2. And back in old A, a 3, which is a 1. And a 6, which is a 3. Excellent. Okay, so that turned things around quite nicely. All success counters go back into the cup. It's a shame. And oh damn, we don't have the ravage counters anymore, so we lose a military point. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, ally counters. We roll. If we get more than that, they're removed. More than their number, they're removed. So the 3, we rolled a 5, so that's removed. This is a 5, so it might hang around for a while. The 3, yes, he stays. Okay, bison placing. So we have 2 rolls here because we took one of the cards. And where are we going to place bison? In number 3. There's 2 spaces here. I get a choice. I think it's a choice, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, it is my choice. I'll put him there. Yeah, that's fine. And then we do it again. Number 6. Yes, there is a space there. Okay. Discard the development cards. Right, no extra passage of time for getting it. It would be nice to have got that, but we can't have everything. Severe winter. Oh. Yes, no, we did that already. New development cards. Hopefully they're not horrible. Warpaths. Driven from the plains, Apaches established themselves in the southern mountains. Remove one tribe counter from anywhere on the map, player's choice, and place it into any Rio Grande space. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So we... Probably the most awkward is that one. Do we remove bison? Probably. And settlement from that space. Whoa, okay. That changes things. We can remove a settlement from the space. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So we can remove the Spanish settlement there. That'll do. That's nice. Anything else? While in play, no new development cards may be brought into the player's hand. All right. So these aren't pick-upable. Flip up. Comanche Moon. We already had... Well, I think we've already got a Comanche Moon, haven't we? Is this any different? Captives and horses. Captives and horses. Yeah, it's the same one. So, never mind. And flip this one up. Medicine Men. Oh, yeah. No, we'd like to pick that one up, presumably, but we can't because of the Comanchería card. Look at the next 3 cards in the deck. Yeah, it would have been nice, but, you know, it would cost an AP to do it. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Right. Okay, we've done our development cards. We can purchase a culture card. We have 5 culture, so we can. Which one do we pick? Spirituality 2 is quite nice. What's politics 2 like? That's nice. So I can remove allied tribes. Yeah. Lord of the Plains 3. During step 2, a rancheria in the same... Ooh, a rancheria can run away. That's quite nice. That's very tempting. Horsemanship is about producing horse counters. Diplomacy doesn't give us anything. Trade 2, what does that do? Beginning... Oh, oops. At the beginning of a planning op, each rancheria on the player may spend 1 bison, horses, or captives to take a great trade goods. Okay, so you can do it without actually moving. The beginning of a planning op. That's quite nice. Trade goods. That's re-rolls. Warfare 1. Yeah, I don't like the warfares or the tactics ones. Spirituality 2, politics 2, I'm not keen on. Lord of the Plains 3 is great because rancherias can run away. Horsemanship could do with some horses. I've got 5 culture points, so if I get Lord of the Plains 3, that puts me on 2 culture. Yeah, but I can do a culture once I'm in. Yeah. Let's be brave here. It's probably not a good thing to do in this game, but we're going to spend 3 culture to get Lord of the Plains 3. Yeah. All right. And right, we then put operations back. We move passage time up 1. And that's the passage of time. I think I'll probably hold here. Yeah, Heathwell. Yeah, it's the yeah. I didn't know much about it as well, but you kind of get the gist of the game, and yeah, the development cards and the culture cards do help to work out what's going on. But I mean, essentially, is the Comanche sort of appearing on the board. You start off in the corner here up in Arkansas 1, and you just kind of have to survive. And it's also a combination of the history cards as well, because in the history cards you get the various enemies, the north being the northern Indian tribes, and the west and south. That currently they're Spanish, but they can change, and they change over time. You end up with Texans and Americans. And they they have a different. You get an east as well, which we haven't seen the blues actually appear. I think they start to appear next round, next history card. So you get hemmed in from all four sides. So it's kind of a survival game, really, that we see. I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to breathe a sigh of relief that we actually survived, because remember at the start of this session we had an 8-factor army in on the west, on the yellows, and we had a 4 which had already beaten us up the previous session for the south, and we've ended up with no wars. Not that there isn't likely to be some coming around, especially from west anyway, but at least we're there. We're on 5 rancherias, which is, for me, is unheard of. Yeah, and we've got a level 3 culture card as well. So we've got some, yeah, there's some kudos here. We're actually doing it, okay, I think. Bit vulnerable on culture, but that was my own fault again. But we will recover that next operation. I think we're definitely going to do a culture. So let's end it here. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've watched all the way through on this playthrough, then well done. Kudos to you rather than me. And we'll pick this up the next available live stream. Not sure when that will be, but just watch on the channel or in the Consim World group. Consim World social media group for the Blue Tweezers, or GMT. I post in both of those for these live streams, or on Twitter, of course. If not, look for the Blue Tweezers there, and yeah, just follow, and you'll see the announcements there. But until then, thanks for joining us for this evening, this afternoon, or wherever you are. And yeah, thanks, Heathwell. Yeah, nice to see you. I'll await your next video as well. And we'll see you next time. Until then, bye for now.